Hello everyone, and we are back. As you can see, we're in July of 2026. Now, we're actually a month ahead of where I said we'd holiday to. I didn't quite realise that 2026 was the World Cup year when I originally holidayed, so we came back right in the middle of the World Cup. So I decided to um, proceed to a day after the final. I haven't checked on Grealish at all in the last 5 years. I don't know if he's still at Chelsea, whether he's playing for England or what. As we can see here, France won the World Cup, beating Germany 6-1, so England obviously didn't get that far. But let's take a look at Jack Grealish, see how he has done for Chelsea. Who else? I don't know. And England. Let's have a look. Okay, still a Chelsea player. He is now a first team player. He looks like he's improved quite a bit. And he's now one of the world's global superstars with a worldwide reputation, but only 4 England appearances, which is surprising. So let's look at his history quickly, his career stats. Wow, he's been very key for Chelsea. I think we came here as the last one, so as you can see, lots of assists to his name. He's had his best ever season to date last season with 8 goals and 15 assists. So he is definitely becoming a bit of a... He is one of the best players in the Premier League, definitely at the moment by the looks of it. What we've got to remember though, we are now in sort of the time where the majority of players have retired and gone on to coach and manage, and we're getting all the regens through. But at the moment it looks like Grealish should have probably chosen the Republic of Ireland as his nationality, because only 4 England appearances for a player who's rated this highly is really surprising, and it's actually quite poor. Let's see if he's won anything. Let's go to landmarks, and as you can see, he has been winning a lot with Chelsea. Since we saw that he'd won the Capital One Cup. He's gone on to win 1, 2, 3 Premier Divisions since then, 2 FA Cups, the Community Shield, Europa League, and the European Super Cup. So he's had a very successful career. I think if we go to his bio, as we can see, he's breaking into Aston Villa first team, 158 appearances for Aston Villa, and currently at Chelsea he has made 228, so he's becoming a bit of a Chelsea icon there. We could check to see if he is in their favoured personnel or anything like that. They've got a lot in there. Doesn't look like he is. Joe Cole is, funnily enough. No. But yeah. So basically, he's become a bit of a. He's good. I'm kind of disappointed about his England performances. So we'll try and find out which England games he played in. See if I can have a look, because as you can see, it's going to be tough because he hasn't actually scored for them yet. And so that's a little bit disappointing. Is he actually in the squad? That'll be the big tester. No, he isn't even in the squad. So these players who are left must be really good to be keeping him out. Obviously, we've got all the regens who do tend to come through as better, and I think it's going to be tough for me to figure out where he actually played his games, because if he came on as a sub, it's going to be almost impossible for me to. If he came on as a sub, it's going to be almost impossible for me to find out where he played, because he hasn't even scored for them. But I'm a little bit disappointed he's only had 4 appearances. As you can see, England got to the World Cup quarterfinals. Was he in the squad? Doesn't look like it. So it doesn't even look like he made the World Cup squad. So it's so far this experience being a bit disappointing, because it's taken a lot of time to holiday this many years. But he hasn't actually done anything of any note for England, and he's a very good player, so I'm surprised at that. Now quickly before we go, we'll have a quick look at Chelsea's league performances. Obviously it's gone to a new season now because of how far I had to how far I had to holiday because of the World Cup. I was hoping Grealish might play a big part for England, but he hasn't. So we were here the last time we checked. Can I go like that? Nope. So as you can see, Chelsea won the following year on goal difference. Then Chelsea had a really poor year. They did that, funnily enough, before, didn't they? They finished 8th after winning the league, and now they finished 9th after winning the league, which is a big surprise. As you can see, Manchester City seem to be the dominant force at the moment. But we've got Chelsea in 5th again. Chelsea in champions there. And that's it. So it's, he's had a success. Chelsea have had a few poor years. Grealish, he's not had a career to be disappointed about. If you had a look, 423 appearances, 79 assists, and 31 goals. It's not bad, but I feel like his international career hasn't been as good as we'd have hoped. I feel like maybe if he develops this kind of player and chose the Republic of Ireland, he'd have had, I don't know, 70 or 80 caps for them. But 4 caps for England is really, really poor. And I don't even know who they're against because he's not starting for them. He's coming on as a sub. So that is disappointing. But so I'm not sure how far to holiday again. I feel like I want to follow him all the way into his retirement just to see if he does miraculously in his early 30s become sort of an England regular. I don't think it's going to happen. So we're going to holiday. I'm thinking as far as Football Manager allow me, I think that's only 5 years. I might go a little bit further. I'll check to see if he's retired, and I'll do 1 season at a time until he's retired, and then I'll come back and show you the results. So I also think this is going to have to be a 2-part series. So this will be the second part. So obviously, if I'm saying this now, it's all 1 part, and if I'm saying this now and this is in the second part, then I apologise. I didn't realise this sort of would go on for so long. I don't really want to upload 1 20-minute episode, so I'll do 2 episodes for you. But yep, leave this with me. I'll holiday as far as I can into the future, and we'll come back to Jack Grealish once he's retired from football. As you can see, I've got his keep history after retirement ticked. So all being well, let's hope he can at least get into double figures of England caps, because otherwise it's going to be a bit of a disappointing experiment. I was kind of hoping he'd perform a little bit better for England than this. But yeah, give me a second, and it'll be a few hours for me, but it'll probably be just a fade for you guys. So yeah, leave that with me. I will be back with you in just a moment. Hello everyone, and we are back. We are now, I think 6 years into the future. Jack Grealish should now be a little bit older, and I imagine he'd probably be retired based on the way his Chelsea career was going. So let's have a quick look. We'll review what's gone on, and if he is still playing football, we'll have to go on a little bit further. But I think he's probably gone by now. So there he is, Jack Grealish. Let's have a click. And yes, he has retired, 36 years old, and director of football at Watford. Looking at him, he's not a very good one. But anyway, we'll have a quick look at his history, his career stats, see what his last few years at Chelsea were like. So where did we leave off? 2026, I think it was, wasn't it? 6 years ago. Must have been. So he went on to play quite a few games for Chelsea in the following year. Did pretty well considering his age. Now then he went really downhill. Got 14 games, only the 5 appearances there. He actually went on loan to Celtic for half a season and played 4 games. And then he kind of petered out, and that was the end of his Chelsea career. So let's see if I can check his England caps. Will it let me do that? Let's go to his biography. It'll tell me there. Only made 9 appearances. Wow. If you're watching this, Jack, pick Ireland. Just pick Ireland, mate. You'll become a bit of a Chelsea legend, or sort of become a Chelsea favourite, I guess. But 9 appearances for your country. Pick Ireland and do the same thing, mate. So you see, since 2026, the only trophy he got given was the Premier Division. A little bit disappointing, and he joined Watford. Did he win anything with Celtic? No. Nothing with Watford, obviously, because he's director of football and won a league title here with Chelsea. So if we look back through the last few seasons, stages. That's where we last saw Chelsea winning the league, I believe so. Then they came second. Chelsea were then champions again, which is probably the one that's one he won. Wow. And West Ham won it. That's a bit of a shocker. Sorry, where did Chelsea come? 8th. Look at Arsenal there. Wow. Gateshead. Wow. Rich. Premier Division side. Gateshead. Remember the name. Chelsea were 5th there. Oops. Fucking hell. Then 8th. And you see Gateshead at the back. Liverpool getting relegated there. Wow. And the Championship team at the moment. So there's a few shocks going on here. And then they came. Wow, where are they? back up to 5th. So they haven't been great in recent years. Looking at the past Premier League winners, wow, who's Michael Jacobs? Looking at the last Premier League winners, bit of a mix: Everton, West Ham, mostly Man City though. Chelsea a couple of times, but yeah, unfortunately for Jack, his international career was what you call non-existent very much, and he didn't really do much. So unfortunately, he didn't appear as many as I thought he would, and that's a shame. But it's been an interesting way to follow him. He's been a good player. 533 appearances is nothing to be sniffed at. Most of them in the Premier Division as well. He's in the over 500 club for the Premier League. Oh no, he's not. Not quite. Not quite. Chelsea, what have you done to him? But anyway, 45 goals, 109 assists, 15 man of the match awards, an average rating of just over 7. So he's done all right. He's not done too bad. But yeah, that's Jack Grealish. I think if you followed it this through both parts, thank you. If you enjoyed, hit the subscribe button, it means a lot. Also, I've got the Twitter and Facebook links on my channel, so be sure to check that out. All my videos are posted there. And I will be seeing you soon. I think I'll be having a career video coming out soon. I've got a couple of ideas, not sure which one to do. But yeah, I'll see you all later.